tell me who you are and a little bit about this event?
I'm Bruno Guarini. I am the founder of Driven by Purpose, and this event is what we do on an annual basis in September to raise money for the DARE program in New Jersey.
Awesome. How many cars do you have here today?
I think, without counting them, I would say there's over 300 cars here. Our goal today was 400, but as you can see, this morning the weather was not cooperating, so I think we lost some cars. But I think there's at least 300, maybe 350.
Awesome. How long have you been doing this?
I'm doing this since 2008. The first thing that we did in 2008 was a drive from Peapack, New Jersey, and we drove to West Point Military Academy to raise money for children of fallen soldiers. And that's how this whole thing got started. Now we don't drive anymore because boys will be boys, and I'm afraid of the speed. So we'd rather just gather like this, and everything is much safer.
What got you into this? Were you always passionate about cars?
I was always into cars since a little boy. The more exotic, the better. I was always into high-end sports cars.
Great. So tell me about the concourse and the judging.
Right. So this is the third year we're doing this up here in Upper Saddle River. Driven by Purpose has done many different things, and we always look to improve who we are and what we do. Always sort of raising the bar, and you can see by the quality of cars, it's pretty amazing. This year we added a concourse section, which is this entire parking lot, and what we did is we had specific cars listed to be judged. And if you see the guys walking around with the white shirts saying Driven by Purpose Concourse judges, they are, there's 20 of them, and they're literally looking at every detail of the car to be rated, and then a trophy is given in 6 different classes. And hopefully I remember them: Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Porsche, other significant marks, and I'm sure I left one behind. Maserati, I think.
Ah, that's awesome. Very cool. Well, it's a great turnout.
It is. And like I said, the weather's improving. People look like they're having a good time. There's music, there's a DJ, there's a band, there's a DJ, there's food, Italian food, Greek food. There's a video truck for the boys and girls to play. It's a good time.
You guys covered all the bases. Yes, that's
Yes.
awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Tell me about your car.
Well, it's hand built. It's all handmade aluminum body. The chassis is also handmade, and most of the mechanical parts are from a Maserati.
Oh, very nice. What year is it?
Well, since I built it, I didn't really put a year on it, but I finished it in September of 2012, so I guess it's 2012. And it's based on a 1950s sports racing car. It's an original design, but it's sort of patterned after, it's basically a tribute to mid-50s sports racing car. Maserati. Ferrari made similar cars.
So how long did it take you to build?
It took a few years. Yeah. We could probably build one in 1 year if we really worked that hard, but since this was a spare time project, it took a couple of years.
What got you involved with this?
Well, I'm in the restoration business, and we're always having to make this part or that part for a car we're restoring, and so I decided to make all the parts this time, or at least except for the engine and stuff like that. You know, I made the entire body and the entire chassis.
It's a 1991 Lamborghini, and it has less than 3,000 miles on it, and it has a custom-made interior by Lamborghini factory. They're usually with a yellow Lamborghini. They were black or tan interiors, and this one is customized by Lamborghini to have black and yellow. I've had this since about May. I bought it from the original owner. And there was something else I was going to say. I don't remember what it was. drives pretty hard.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I originally, when I was a kid, had a poster with a Lamborghini Diablo on it. I always wanted one, so when I was able to afford one, I went back to get a classic. There was only, I think, 900 of these made ever. So it's something I always wanted, and I made sure that I was able to get one there, yeah.
Hi, so could you tell me about yourself and the car?
My name is Bob Ferrara. I bought this car 3 years ago. I saw the color, and I loved it.
Just fell in love.
Fell in love with the car.
What year is the car?
It was an '06. When I bought it, it had 1,300 miles on it.
So the color, I'm sure you.
It's called Ithaca Green. It's a Lamborghini color, yes.
It's beautiful.
It's like a lime green color. It's beautiful. It really makes the car. It stands it out.
How does it drive?
Very well. It's a four-wheel drive car. I haven't had it in the snow yet, but it drives very well. Very smooth.
Sure, awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day, guys.
You too. Okay. Could you tell me who you are and a little about your car?
Sure. Name's Mark Searle. We have a 2005 Maserati Cambio Corsa Spider. Truly all original. Original tools in the trunk that you'll find there. Original leather owner's manual booklet and everything. 4.2 liter motor. It's not forced induction. It's natural induction, 395 horsepower out of the 4.2 liters. And really the motor is, you know, the key point of the automobile. But it's a nice fun car to go riding around in, have a lot of fun with.
I'm sure.
Sure.
Do you race it at all?
No, this is not a track car.
Not a track car.
No.
How long have you had it?
I've had this car for 5 years now.
5 years.
Yep.
Very cool. Beautiful. So you're saying the engine is tell me
That's the centerpiece.
the centerpiece.
That's the centerpiece of the car. Absolutely. You know, it's Italian. It sounds wonderful. I never used the radio because I'm always listening to the motor.
I'm sure. That's
Right.
awesome. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Pat Linton. This is my 07 Ferrari F430 07. I've had it about a year now. It has about 4,300 miles on it, and it has been a pure joy to have over the past year. Some of the things that I have done to it, most of it is still stock, but I did upgrade the sound system. I took out the original Ferrari system and I put in an Alpine system which has about 6 speakers and a built-in woofer system. Just a little different. In the back, I upgraded the air boxes to carbon fiber, but other than that, it's just original, stock the way it is, and it's a pleasure to drive.
That's awesome. Very cool. Thank you. Hi. Can you tell me who you are and a little about your car?
Hi, my name is Arnie Solomon. This is a 1989 Porsche Turbo, and it's the only year that they made a 5-speed in it. So it's one of the more rare Porsches. This year of the convertibles, they only made 450 of them. And this car has 34,000 miles on it. It's all original paint, original interior, original engine. Everything's original on this car.
Oh, that's awesome. How long have you had it for?
About 6 years.
6 years. Okay, sure. So, tell me, you said your engine is original?
Right, and it's the only year with the 5-speed, which is the critical thing in this car, which makes it valuable.
Have you made any upgrades to it?
Yes, because it's a turbo, there's a lot of delay in power. So in order to get rid of the delay in power, I put a lightweight flywheel in it, which spins up the engine faster, so the turbo comes on faster. And I also put in headers on it and a chip in it to make it a little more horsepower.
Oh, great. Exciting. Cool. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. Can you tell me who you are and about your car?
Yeah, my name is Mike Mulligan from Tom's River, and my car is the 1994 964 Turbo. It was the actual car that was used in the movie Bad Boys with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. I bought the car from the movie producer Michael Bay. I owned the car for a couple of years, and then I sold the car. The man I sold it to had it for about 2 years. He passed away, and then the Porsche Museum wanted the car. They sent the curator from the museum over. Negotiations with that fell apart, and I actually wound up repurchasing the car. I picked it up in May, and we took the car to Pinehurst, North Carolina, to a major national event, a 40-year turbo anniversary, where the car took first place there.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, the car doesn't get driven too often anymore. These cars are gaining notoriety and significance, so a lot of the guys that own them aren't putting a lot of miles on them anymore.
Sure. What made you choose this car?
You know, I had watched the movie a bunch of times and I saw it and I always wanted the car. And one day I just happened to be on the computer and I saw it on eBay and I just made it happen. I got the car. Yeah.
That's very
Well, Michael Bay is not a, he's a millionaire. He's not an eBay guy. So what he did was he gave it to one of his underlings to list it on there. And I had several conversations with him and was able to purchase the car.
very exciting. Cool.
Thanks, you. Nice to meet you.
Can you tell me who you are and about your car?
Yeah, my name's Jim LaMariana. My car is an Aston Martin DB AR1 Zagato bodied special limited production car, 59 of 99 made. This is a 6-liter V12, 435 horsepower. The car was designed after the DBR1, the Aston Martin, that was the car that won the World Sports Car Championship and Le Mans in 1959.
Oh, nice.
And the way this car came about, the head of Aston Martin and the head of Zagato, Andrea Zagato, and Dr. Ulrich Fez were driving one of the DBR1s around Laguna Seca. And they decided that it would be nice to have a modern day version.
Oh, wow, sure.
So they rushed to get the car into production for the next model year, and that's why this is a true roadster. There is no top.
Oh. What year is this?
It's a 2003.
How long have you had it?
I've had it about 4 years. I do drive it as much as I can,
Okay.
and I love it.
So you risk it. You drive it as much as you can, risk hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of apps for weather on my phone.
Okay. You make sure to check that,
Yeah,
sure.
I definitely check that a lot.
Why'd you choose this car?
Well, I had a DB4 before. I wanted something a little more modern, and this was in the right place at the right time. And
Awesome. Have you made any upgrades to it at all?
no, it is completely stock.
Okay, great.
And just do regular maintenance on it and enjoy it.
Sweet. Well, it's beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can you tell me who you are and about your car?
My name is Pat, and this is a 1972 Di Tommaso Pantera, and I bought it in 1979 in Los Angeles, and I drove it from LA to Brooklyn where I was living, and I've had it ever since then, and I like the car very much. I fell in love with it when I was a teenager, and then as I got older and had the money, and I bought it in Los Angeles, and I've had it ever since. And the car has been very, very good to me. It has the best of both worlds. It's Italian design, Italian styling, Italian suspension, but an American motor. It has a Mustang Ford V8. So if you need a fuel pump, just go to Pep Boys and it's $20.
That's awesome.
So compared to a Ferrari, which is very nice, the livability of the car is very high.
Sure. What made you choose this car? You said you fell in love with it way back.
Yeah, I had looked at other cars, Lotuses and Ferraris. They were out of my price league, and I picked this one after doing research because, again, it had the American motor, so you could modify the car. I like to personalize the car and put modifications into it that appeal to me and enjoy the enhancement of the car.
What type of upgrades have you made?
I've worked on the motor. The motor has been completely rebuilt to all race parts. Stock, it had 320 horsepower, and now it has over 500, which is adequate. I mean, how can you drive a car with less than 500 horsepower? I mean, it's incomprehensible. And I do track the car. I go to Pocono, and I'm in the Pantera Club, and they have track events. And it's just a hobby that I've had since I was a teenager. My pleasure.
Hi, can you tell me who you are and a little bit about your car?
Hi, I'm Todd Marisi. I live in Manhattan in New York. This is a 1966 Ferrari 275 6C. The 6C is for 6 carburetors. It's a production line of 420 cars between long noses and short noses. This is very rare because it's a long nose, alloy body, 6 carburetor torque tube, which connects the transaxle to the engine. So it's very rare. Out of the 420 cars that were produced, there's only 12 that have these options. And the alloy body makes it about 200 pounds lighter than the steel body. So it's what was the equivalent of like a supercar from a normal street car. When you see a Ferrari that's a regular street car and then they have the supercar, this was the supercar of the day.
How long have you had this car?
I've owned this for 3 years. This car won Pebble Beach in its class, first in its class. I bought it after the owner went through a divorce. I was fortunate enough to buy the car. And I've shown it 3 times. I won Best of Show with it at the Ferrari meet last year, and I didn't go this year with it for whatever reason. And it's won the Ferrari Nationals in 2013. I won the Platinum Award with it. I won the Coppa Bella, which is they test all the mechanical aspects of the car. Everything has to work, from the windshield wipers to the windshield washers. Every component on the car has to function. They test everything, glove box light, trunk light, everything has to function. Then when you get through that, they start out with 30 cars. Once you get through that, then they narrow it down to about 10 cars, and then you do the Coppa GT. And you go out on the racetrack and you drive the car 1 lap to warm up, 1 lap at speed, and 1 cool down lap. And I was one of the 3 people that won the Coppa Bella GT.
Oh, that's exciting.
So it's very
Congrats.
exciting. The car's been very good to me.
What made you choose this car?
This has always been one of my favorite models of Ferrari because my first car was a Corvette, and my dad had a couple of Ferraris. And when I saw a 275, I just fell in love with it. When I was a kid, I was 17 years old, and I saw these cars. I said, wow, that is like the most gorgeous car that was ever built. And I've always loved it. So this is a very special one out of all the 275s that were built. There's only 12 like this out of 420.
Okay, sure. Are there any upgrades to this?
Well, I never upgraded anything. This is totally box stock original as it left the factory. It's Ferrari Classic certified, where the Ferrari factory give them pictures of all the serial numbers, chassis stamping, engine stamping, and they look at the serial numbers of everything and they say these are all the original components of the car.
Okay,
and it's
sure.
certified by Ferrari.
That's beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice.
So we're here at the Driven by Force trophy table. Tell me about the awards.
So this year, like last year, we have lots of awards. However, because of the concourse, we added a lot more awards. And what you'll see here is first, second, and third place in 6 different classes of awards. But you also will see other awards, these bigger awards, such as the USR Day Award or the Paul Miller Award, the Yako Award. This is the Mofetta Award, the Dr. Monica Brown Award, who's running our school systems.
Oh, great.
And of course, the big boy, the Driven by Purpose Award. And that will be what we think is the best car here.
Sure. What 6 different categories?
Excuse me?
What 6 different categories do you have?
The 6 categories are for the concourse section, which is Porsche, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maserati, significant mark, and Aston Martin.
Awesome. And what does somebody have to do to get the DARE awards and some of the others that you mentioned?
So the awards for the concourse are done via a judge process. There's 20 judges which check every single detail of the car, and that's how they determine which level of the award you get, whether it's first, second, or third. These other trophies, you'll see 10 of them are the gold ones. Those are the People's Choice Awards. And basically the way that works is that ballots are being given out to everybody here, and votes are taken in reference to the car that they like. The ballot is dropped into the ballot box. Then someone tallies the numbers, and the best car that's got most votes wins the prize. And there's 10 different trophies.
Well, that's exciting.
10 to the first place.
When will you guys be announcing winners?
We're going to start in about an hour and a half.
Okay, very exciting.
All right, so
cool.
there's a lot of trophies, lots of good time.
Sweet, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello there, John Vogt. I am involved with the Concours this year. This year we threw some seeds out to see how much grass would grow. What we're going to do is invite people, and have invited people, to show their cars and be judged as far as the quality of cleanliness. And to some people, they understand that sport. And up there's some people with some towels and things, making sure that their car is very clean. There is a value added to that. As people see that there are going to be trophies and things like that, and great honors that are going to be brought on by first in show, first in class, best in show, etc., that will add value to their car. It will also bring bragging rights to them, and it's a lot of fun. So next year, instead of probably 50 cars, which is about what we had for the Concours this year, who knows what it's going to be. But it's a lot of fun, and a lot of people like to participate in the cleanliness aspect of it, and there's some really beautiful cars up there. And it's been a pleasure to work with Bruno on this and make things happen, and next year is only going to be better.
In Aston Martin third place, we have Otto Schatz in a 2009 Aston Martin DB9. Where is Otto? There he is. Shake hands and that sort of thing, because I'm going to be like this. In second place, with a 2003 DB AR1 Aston Martin Roadster, a very special car, James LaMariana. Where is James? There he is. In third place, a 2011 Aston Martin DBS, Leon Gugel. First place, I'm sorry. Okay. In the Ferrari class, which was a very highly contested class, again, this has nothing to do with the type of car, it has to do with the cleanliness of the car. In third place, George Chin in a 2013 458 Spider. In second place with a 2002 575 Red, Gilbert Garcia. In first place, a 2015 Ferrari 458 Special, Marshall Scott. You need some more trophies. In the Lamborghini class, there are some cars here that came in late, so we don't have the types, but I do have their names. Lamborghini in third place, Mark Kreisberg. What do we have, Mark? Adventador 2012 to Mark. In second place, Lamborghini, we have, I think it's Mark Rivera or M. Rivera. That's you. What do we have?
Diablo, Lamborghini.
Okay. 1999 Diablo. In first class, Mr. Adamo. First place, I'm sorry. With the Aventador, orange Aventador, thank you. Now we have the Porsche class. And the Porsche people are really into Concours, so if you did well with this, you tried really hard. The Porsche Concours people are a special breed, and those guys have lots and lots of extra Q-tips in them. So in third place, Anthony Cristello, a good friend. He has an amazing special color and a special car. And this is a highly contested event for Porsche. In second place, another special car, Arnold Solomon, 89 Turbo Cabriolet, a very rare car, a very special car, and happens to be a very clean car. But seems to be the cleanest car in the Porsche category. is first place, Michael Mulligan. The Bad Boy Machine. Okay, in the Maserati class, also a beautiful class, we have third place with Michael Runka. Okay, is Michael, there he is. Also in second place, Mark Searley. There he is. In first place, this is a very, very special car. This is hand-built. Everything is out of this man's imagination. It is a piece of art also. Will de Groot with his Maserati. It is an amazing piece of art. Now we have a special class which is quite full of various different kinds of cars, significant marks. In third place, we have Warren Seifer. Warren Seifer had a 1970 Intermechanica Italia, a very special car, that beautiful yellow car. In second place, I'm going to be a little tough on this name, it was Anna and David Skverskia. And they have a beautiful 2012 Bentley Supersports. Beautiful car. In special marks first place, we have a 2012 red R8 V10 Scott Aber. Thank you for coming to the Concours. Try to come in next year and participate in the Concours. It's a little extra work, but bringing home some of the brass and the gold is definitely worth it. Thank you all for turning out today. We had some fun.
I want to give a special thanks to Bruno. He really had this vision and put this all together and really got everybody riled up to get this going. This has been many years in the making. He puts a lot of time in, and he really has a lot of passion for this. And this is the guy right here. Please give him a good hand. He really gave up a lot of time for this. And the volunteers. He put all this together. He's a great guy. He's going to hand out the big trophy now, okay?
So, it's not easy. There's a lot of beautiful cars here. Everyone deserves a trophy on this car. I mean, this is an amazing turnout of beautiful cars. The event is an exotic car event, and I think the exotic is the background of the right choice. And this award, the Driven by Purpose Award, 2014, goes to Car 81, the Aventador. Let's have some pictures here.